What's going on, everybody? It's Jeff here. Welcome back to the channel. All right, guys, last night, UFC being hosted at 95 AMC theaters, something they've never done before. A live sports event was a smashing success. Even the CEO, Adam, had tweeted saying it was great success. Everywhere over the internet, people posting pictures saying that all these theaters were sold out. It is great to see them starting to turn a new leaf, starting to innovate and really break off into different sectors. So that is great news for AMC. In this video, guys, I want to cover two things. One of them is going to be the latest short interest data that is going to be released by the end of day tomorrow. We're going to cover that and exactly what we're looking for. And then the other thing is we've officially closed quarter two. All right. And large institutions have 45 days, okay, to send out their 13F filings. And that is going to tell us what they have done to their positions. It's something I want to look at very closely. I'm going to show you how to exactly analyze it over the next coming weeks. And then also I'm going to give you my take. So let's get rocking into it right away. First off, guys, you can take a look at MarketBeat. There's a couple different websites as well that is going to give us the amount of shares short. Now, Ortex has had, okay, the estimated short, and guys, just like I said, this is what we know about, the estimated short number of shares short at about 100 million. The previous short interest data was 85 million. Previous to that, we finally hit that 100 million mark. I'm gonna want to see exactly where it goes to. That will be released, I believe, at the end of day tomorrow. If you look at shortsqueeze.com, go to data updates. It has this right here. July A is 12th. So by the end, after the end of close, sometime around that 5:30 to 6 o'clock mark on the Eastern time, it should be released to give us that most up-to-date information that, like I said, guys, is public, not even including all of the manipulation and where they're able to hide their short positions. Okay, so but it's going to give us a direction of where we're going. Now, I want to talk about this. I want to get ahead of it. I haven't heard anybody talk about it so far. These are all the 13F. So if you remember watching my videos or watching anybody else's videos, okay, seeing anywhere over the internet, we talked about the 13F filings. Okay, these are reported 45 days after each individual quarter. Now, if you remember going back all the way until May, okay, which is where a lot of them, were released, a lot of them like to wait until the end of it. As you can see right here, one of our favorite, our favorite companies we like to watch had their positions. You see a lot of green, a lot of institutions adding and adding. If you watch my videos too, guys, I would always say to you this is back when it was like 10 bucks a share. And I said to you guys, follow the money, all right? Follow the money. We've come a long way. If you look at the average share price of some of these positions, guys, $6, $10. I mean, you got $5 here they got in at, $7. It all fluctuates around that price point all throughout all of this. Is May. This is all the way up until May. I believe they had until May 21st, okay, to be able to do quarter one. It's going to be August 16th for quarter two. So this is something I want to pay attention to closely to see exactly what happens. Now, there are a few companies that have already released their filings. They want to get ahead of it. That's fine. I would believe that a lot of these major institutions want to wait as late as possible. Okay, but as you can see here, 36 bucks, 32, 30, 15, 33. This is going to tell us exactly where the movement has shifted. Okay, have these institutions began to sell off? Now, if you jump over to the charts, guys, and you see where we've come from that May 21st, let's say 24th, even where we were at 24th, it was like 13 bucks. This has been a run of, I mean, let's just go right here where it closed, a run of over 400%. Now, generally speaking, when these large institutions take a position, okay, and it runs 50, 60, 100, percent, they're most likely out. They're going to trim some of their positions and so forth. I would be surprised to see how many of these institutions that got in at $6 to $10 that are still in, that haven't sold, whether they've added to their positions, but they haven't sold. I would be surprised. Now, here is where the contrary comes. Okay. If some of these institutions have begun to sell off, well, that definitely explains some of the downward pressure. And a lot of this has been short ladder attacks and so forth. But if some of these large institutions have began to sell off, one, that would also explain some of the dark pool action. But that is only going to mean that the retail holds more of the float. Okay. Since May 24th, there's been a lot I've added to my position. I've posted that to you guys. I've added to my position. I know a lot of other people, all right, that have been on this journey since January, February, have added to their position. And think about all the other friends and family we've touched that have bought into AMC, right? So that's where it really gets to think. Okay, so if these institutions have sold off, that's fine. Maybe a little short-term harm, right? Maybe that's what brought stunted the price just a little bit. But in the big picture, what does that mean? Retail holds more of the float. Okay, so keep that in mind. Like I said, guys, they have until August 16th. A lot of the big guys are going to wait until the end. Okay, I still plan on covering AMC by August 16th, so that'll be no problem. But it's something I'm really going to be watching, and then we're going to try to be able to see exactly, okay, now where does retail stand? Because if we get from 80% of the float per se to 85%, 90%. And guys, this is published, okay? This is only published information. That only means that we have gotten that much stronger, okay? And when we're not selling, that means the price goes up. All right, guys, that's it for this video. I'll see you in the next one.